Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, remains one of the most revered figures in American history. His presidency, leadership during the Civil War, and commitment to principles of liberty and equality have made him a symbol of justice and national unity. Born on February 12, 1809, in a log cabin in Hardin County, Kentucky, Lincoln's early life was marked by poverty and hardship. Despite limited formal education, he was an avid reader and largely self-educated, developing a deep understanding of law, literature, and political philosophy. Lincoln's formative years on the frontier shaped his character and values. His family faced the challenges common to pioneer life, including subsistence farming, literature's economic instability, and limited access to educational resources. These experiences instilled in him resilience, a strong work ethic, and a practical understanding of human nature. Lincoln's personal hardships also contributed to his empathy for the common people, a trait that would define his political career. In 1832, Lincoln began his political journey by serving in the Illinois state legislature as a member of the Whig Party. His early political career was characterized by advocacy for internal improvements, support for a national banking system, and opposition to the expansion of slavery into new territories. Lincoln's legal career paralleled his political ambitions. He gained prominence as a skilled and ethical lawyer in Springfield, Illinois, earning a reputation for honesty, diligence, and persuasive argumentation. Lincoln's national political significance grew in the 1850s amid the escalating sectional tensions over slavery. The passage of the Kansas-Nebraska Act in 1854, which allowed for the potential expansion of slavery into new territories based on popular sovereignty, catalyzed his opposition to the spread of slavery. Lincoln became a founding figure of the Republican Party's uniting anti-slavery factions and emphasizing that slavery was morally and politically wrong, though he initially focused on limiting its expansion rather than immediate abolition. In 1858, Lincoln gained national attention through his debates with Senator Stephen A. Douglas during the Illinois Senate race. Though he lost the election, the Lincoln-Douglas debates highlighted his eloquence, logical reasoning, and moral conviction. He argued that slavery was incompatible with the principles of liberty and equality enshrined in the Declaration of Independence, framing the issue as a profound moral and national crisis. These debates positioned Lincoln as a leading voice of the Republican Party and set the stage for his presidential nomination in 1860. Lincoln's election as president in 1860 occurred amid intense national polarization. His victory, without carrying a single Southern state, prompted the secession of 7 Southern states, eventually forming the Confederate States of America. Lincoln faced the unprecedented challenge of preserving the Union while navigating the legal and ethical complexities of civil war. His leadership during the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, exemplified his strategic acumen, moral clarity, and political skill. One of Lincoln's defining achievements was his commitment to the abolition of slavery. Though initially cautious to maintain the loyalty of the border states, Lincoln gradually embraced emancipation as a necessary moral and strategic step. The issuance of the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, declared freedom for slaves in Confederate territories and redefined the war as a struggle for human liberty. While the proclamation did not immediately free all enslaved people, it signaled a transformative shift in the nation's political and ethical framework. Lincoln's advocacy for the 13th Amendment, which permanently abolished slavery, further cemented his legacy as a champion of human rights. Lincoln's leadership style combined pragmatism with principle. He was known for his ability to communicate clearly, appeal to common sense, and navigate complex political realities without compromising core values. His speeches, including the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address, demonstrate his mastery of rhetoric and moral vision. The Gettysburg Address, delivered in 1863, reaffirmed the nation's commitment to democracy and equality, emphasizing that the United States was a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Beyond the war and emancipation, Lincoln faced significant challenges in governance. He balanced competing factions within his cabinet, managed military strategy, and maintained public support in a deeply divided nation. His approach to leadership was inclusive, yet decisive, seeking counsel from rivals and fostering unity among diverse political perspectives. Lincoln's personal humility and willingness to listen distinguished him from many contemporaries, was that enhancing his credibility and moral authority. Tragically, Lincoln's life was cut short on April 15, 1865, when he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., just days after the Confederate surrender. His death shocked the nation and left a profound sense of loss, but it also solidified his status as a martyr for liberty and union. The mourning and commemorations following his assassination reflected the widespread recognition of his contributions to the preservation of the United States and the advancement of human rights. Lincoln's legacy extends beyond his historical moment. He is remembered as a moral leader, visionary statesman, and advocate for justice. His writings and speeches continue to inspire movements for civil rights and democratic governance worldwide. Scholars and historians study his leadership during times of crisis as a model of ethical decision-making, strategic thinking, and unwavering commitment to principle. Lincoln's life demonstrates the power of resilience, intellect, and moral courage in shaping history. Moreover, Lincoln's cultural impact endures through memorials, literature, and education. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. serves as a symbol of national unity and the ongoing struggle for equality. His speeches are frequently cited in political discourse, emphasizing the enduring relevance of his vision for a just society. Lincoln's story also illustrates the potential for individuals from humble beginnings to effect profound societal change, embodying the ideals of opportunity, perseverance, and civic responsibility. In summary, Abraham Lincoln's life represents the convergence of moral conviction, political acumen, and human empathy. From his early years in rural Kentucky to his leadership during the Civil War, Lincoln exemplified resilience, intellectual rigor, and an unwavering commitment to justice. His efforts to preserve the Union, abolish slavery, and articulate a vision of equality transformed the United States and left an enduring legacy for the world. Lincoln remains a symbol of the ideals of freedom, democracy, and moral courage, reminding us of the enduring significance of principled leadership in the face of adversity. His story continues to resonate, offering lessons in ethics, governance, and the pursuit of justice for generations to come.